Plus, shalom, shalom. Plus, I got a little rest. You know, I was able to kind of chill out for a minute. Got my energy back, so feeling better, feeling better. It's probably gonna be kind of light tonight. Our butler, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you know, actually, I was not the way I was feeling earlier. I was not feeling it at all. But once I went back, I ate, I kind of relaxed for a minute, got my energy back. I was outside doing some stuff all, you know, pretty much all day today, just like yesterday. And you know, with no sleep, it just really kind of pulled all my energy. But I'm kind of energized now. I feel a lot better. So yeah, man, thought I'd go ahead and do it. I mean, tomorrow's 4th of July. People don't have to work. Why not? Why not? I don't have to work anyway. So, all right. That's right. Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, and thank y'all for coming anyway, man. Thank you for coming, guys. Andrew, the Ripple Account Explorer. Can you drop that link in here? The XRP agenda moving forward as planned. Yep, it is, man. It is. BitTrue is back up. Yep. Yeah, you know, when I saw them tweeting out and, you know, they hadn't rolled up the carpets and all that stuff, I was like, yeah, they're coming back. You know, I was feeling like everything was gonna be okay. People, you know, I think I always try to just put those warnings out there just in case, because it's happened so often. So kind of hard, you know, it's just hard not to say something, you know. But all in all, it turned out good. Still can't. I don't think we can withdraw yet. You know what? Hold on. Let me check real quick just to see before I go all out on that claim. Let's see. Yep, I can withdraw if I want to. Deposit, withdraw, whatever. So yeah. All in all, I mean, it's looking good. I'm feeling like the party's about to get going here. I'm feeling good. It took almost 2 hours to transfer some test XRP coins back to Coinbase. Oh yeah, from BitTrue, Mr. Big Man. I do like BitTrue. Been using about a week. I do love it. Yeah. Yeah, you know, actually, man, I was really liking BitTrue, man. I was really liking them. This whole hack thing, you know, it was just real kind of shady. Just made me feel like, eh. But anytime I get free crypto, my thing is that Power Piggy thing. Oh my God, man, I just love it. I love getting free money. So what did you guys think about the videos today? Did anybody get a chance to go check out my my car channel? Oh, okay. You have to manually put in the address. Okay. What up, Brandon? Okay, the scanner doesn't work. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. So you have to manually. You can't scan the QR code, is what you're saying. I gotcha. Hey, I've had I've had two Mustangs. I had a Mustang LX 5.0 87. That back then, back in the day, that was the car to have. Oh man, when I was in high school, if you had a Mustang, a 5.0, you might as well have a Ferrari. I buy my V-Chain 88 Tron XRP from BitTrue. Life is good. So you're gonna for Shad, you're gonna stay on BitTrue. Mr. Big Man says he had 4 Mustangs. Yeah, man, I had a like I said, the LX 5.0 at 87, and then I bought a convertible 96 convertible GT. I liked all of them. I mean, or rather both of them. Oh, you got a 2016 Camaro too? Is it the SS, Z01, or the RS? Oh, SS Camaro. Okay, that's what mine is. So all my videos are about my car for the most part. Silver, SS. Now I don't have any footage or from where the car, the way the car looks now. So the difference now is I have the front piece that goes on the bottom, and I have some different wheels. Yeah, speed for real. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm gonna do. I got to do an update video on my car, so that's gonna be my next video that I do for that. And then I'm gonna do just kind of a walk around on my Avalanche. I've had that thing since 2004. I bought it brand new, and I got to tell you, that's been like the best vehicle I've ever owned. That thing has been a tank for real. Okay, so you had an 87 GT convertible. Okay, that was the car right there, boy. Back in the day, that was it. Any XRP news? KW. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the XRP news in just a second. Oh shit. Okay. And 810. So you got some stuff done to it. What's up, Mr. What's up, Human Tripod? What's up? Thanks for joining, man. What up, Donald? I told all my friends about BitTrue because it's easy to use fees and low. Okay, yeah. Their fees are pretty low too. Man, they over here doing the fireworks. Would love a 2013 Avalanche. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, man, Avalanche. Now, the newer ones, I know something was up with the engine. I think with that cylinder deactivation thing. But the one I have, no problems at all. And the thing actually gets really good gas mileage. I can. Me and my wife and her sister and boyfriend, we went to Florida, and I was getting like 16 miles to the gallon. What up, Sean? You would love the 2013 Anniversary Edition. Yeah, I mean Avalanches. I think they look great. All of them. The newer body style. I like the newer body style better though. Nitto slicks. You just can't go wrong. Hey, for Shot, I'm feeling the same way, man. XRP and I think V-Chain is a definitely a good buy as well. CKJ Cellmate, what's up? What the hell? I thought you were too tired to stream this friend and not complain. Yeah. Like I said, I got a little something to eat, man. Kind of chilled out, relaxed, and I got recharged. So, and then I was like, you know what? I was telling my wife just a minute ago. I was like, you know what? I might as well go ahead and do it because tomorrow is 4th of July. Nobody has to work, and most people don't have to work, so might as well. Chevy has that LS motor that is all the rage at SEMA. Yeah, I know, right? All right, so okay. Now, look, I'm going to show y'all this right here. What do y'all think about that new dollar, man? I don't know. When I first saw this, I was like, damn, this is like a masterpiece. This ain't the dollars we got now. I'll tell you that. You have that in your pocket, it's like, I mean, geez. Got the 3D in there, all that. It's crazy. All right. So anyway, this lady right here, I'm going to tell you something. This woman right here, I like her. Because the fact that, and this is, was in my video, but the fact that she is wanting to get back to the gold standard is very promising. Now, I think one thing that's kind of in the background here, is it plastic? It looks like it could be plastic, man. Honestly. More pre-com thinking about XRP and a new concept. CKJ cellmate. Yep, I know, man. Got me salivating over here. I need some gains. Need some gains right now. Some gains on that Bitcoin. What material is that, dog? Yeah, it could be plastic. Doesn't matter why. Yeah, it's still worthless. I mean, it's still fiat. I mean, you see that thing on there where it says, what is it? It says a Federal Reserve note. I mean, worthless, pretty much. But anyway, this lady right here, with her being that way, also there's kind of an underlying thing that I'm hearing. Like there are a couple different sites that I go to, and the underlying message that's kind of coming across is that they want to bring in a what's called a flat tax. Okay. I tell you right now, a flat tax would be the Rashad. Much appreciated, man. That the $5 donation. Rashad says, "How cool would it be to have price jump on the 4th XRP fire?" That is so true. Actually, that's something I was thinking about. I'm like, Independence Day, all this stuff going on. Hey, could we see something tomorrow? That would be great. That would be great. My thing is, I'm kind of being reserved a bit because of the disappointment that we have had in the past. So, I mean, I'm hoping that we see something very, very nice, but at the same time, I'm a little, I don't want to get my hopes up on that. Happy 4th. Josh says happy 4th July. Expecting anything special this weekend? Just man, just hanging out, really, being with family, all that. Other than that, I'm really hoping we see some price action, man. I don't, something has to happen. Bitcoin already kind of looks like it's doing something, but we'll just have to see. All right, but the the underlying thing, like I was saying, the flat tax guys, that's what we want. Now that's what I'm looking for. To verify that there is some type of change happening in the background. As far as a shakeup with the powers that be. Now, in my mind, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think none of this stuff is here. Okay, so I think it was put out there with the with kind of the backstory where we're thinking it's going to upset the central banks. I don't think that's the case. You got to remember that. So the finance world is its own world. I mean, it's its own matrix. You can kind of call it. These people created that. So if you have something, I mean, even Bitcoin, I think it was all created by the same people. I think Bitcoin was a social project. They wanted to see what the way people would react to Bitcoin. Okay, that's what I think. Because look at where it's going. Even with Bitcoin is, in itself it has a Achilles heel. You got the mining. It's very slow. I mean, there are so many things wrong with Bitcoin. So what happens next? They come out with XRP. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want this to be the case. It just looks like this. I mean, these people have a lot of money. They can do what the hell they want to do. And believe me, they are doing it on a daily basis. So it's hard for me to believe that these bankers are not the ones that are controlling it. You know, they can, they can create whatever narrative they want. They can have all this stuff come across, all this information come out, make it seem like they're not a part of it or whatever. But guys, I'm telling you, I just my gut feeling on it, I feel like they're involved with it. They're gonna let things kind of roll on like it is, and then there's a linchpin somewhere. Let's see, BTC is a luxury. XRP is a necessity. Yeah, absolutely. XRP. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, what I'm saying doesn't mean that I don't think XRP is going to be utilized in every way that we think is possible. It's just that I do believe in, behind it all, there are some people we wouldn't like to be in the same room with the lights out, involved with it. That's what I'm saying. Like what some of the 3-letter agencies did with the creation of the internet. Yes, absolutely, man, absolutely. AI, all of that, because another thing you got to do. You got to remember too. Well, I actually mentioned this in one of the streams, previous streams, but there was a guy, and I'll have to find that video, and I'll share the link out if I find it. But he said that he was tasked with hacking. I think it was. I want to say it was Bitcoin's blockchain. Okay. He said that when he started doing it, he would find a hole, and he would start doing whatever he needed to do to kind of take advantage of it, and then the door would be shut on it, and there would be a message there, saying, I can't remember what he said. It was just really weird. He said he did that 7 times, and he said he got the feeling that it was like the blockchain was learning from what he was doing and shutting him off at the same time. Guys, I'm gonna tell you the way he was explaining it was creepy, to be honest with you, because when you start talking about AI, where does it stop? Think about Terminator. How that was. That is so true. Once it's like a virus. Once it connects, it can proliferate anywhere. Anywhere there's a connection on the network, it can go there. So that's, yeah. Listen to so many different streams. I can't remember who said Donald Trump has an XRP tip bot today. Yeah, Josh, I saw that, but I don't think that was. I don't think that was a genuine picture. I think somebody photoshopped that, because if you go to his account, his Twitter account, you don't see that there. It doesn't show that little icon on any account at all, even if you have tip bots. So no, I don't think that was genuine. Let's see. I have a sell order on Coinbase Pro on 10% of my XRP holdings on 5, 10, and 20. Let's just hope happens soon. Oh yeah. You got it set up, man. I heard that. You're just waiting. That's how you do it, Fashad. That's how you do it right there. Oh man. Yeah, DARPA created the internet. CKJ cellmate. Yeah. Art Butler. Yep. And that, he's telling the truth. Absolutely. When humanity is eradicated. Shalom. Shalom, CK. CJ. Shalom, bro. AI and I know it's scary stuff. Yeah, it is. We're deeper than you think. We're a lot deeper than you think. It's what we experience every day. This is all constructed right here, and it's meant to stay at a certain limit. There are things that they will kill people to not introduce to a large portion of the population. There's a certain level that we can actually get to. So I mean, nothing to be afraid of. You know, nothing to be even be concerned about. The only time you are in direct danger, all right. The only time you're going to be in direct danger is if you have access to some sensitive information and you are trying to release it. That's when you get in trouble. All right. And none of us have that type of information. I'll say this, there are very few people who have the type of information that they can be killed over. Now, you can come across that information, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, our everyday lives, nah. Can't wait to see new Terminator, yeah. Oh, yeah. It is out in it. Got to go cook. Okay, hey, thanks for joining, Farshad, for sure, man. Oh, you know what, man? Before you go, let's see you. I'm gonna go ahead and make you a mod, Farshad. Mod Farshad. I'm gonna go ahead and make you a mod, man. I appreciate it. You're a moderator now, Farshad. So when you come back, you got a job to do, man. Remember, you got that wrench. With that wrench comes great responsibility. Again, man, thanks a lot for the donation. I really appreciate it. Hey, no problem, man. I like I said, I really appreciate it. So enjoy your night. You know, get your cooking on. I don't know if you got a family or not, but hey, do your thing, man. Hopefully, when we get on the other side of tomorrow, we'll be looking at some gains. All right, Mark Hanley says, I saw a documentary on quants that code AI programs for the stock market using algorithms and can say 100% they are trading crypto. And just imagine if the same AI programs maintain the blockchain. Yes, absolutely. You remember when there was, and this was, I don't know how many years ago, but Google had these ships with all of these like black containers or whatever on them. Do any of you know what I'm talking about? There were like ships all over the place. Here's hoping for the gains. Yeah, I know, man. It would be nice, man. Yes, I do. What's up, y'all? We just get all the bags in place, and XRP will free up and move. Yeah, flat plane. You know what? I think you're absolutely right on that, man. To be honest with you, if I had to say, we're gonna have a great time when this bull run happens. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be just complete euphoria. I was telling somebody that I think there's obviously gonna be a reset. I mean, they've been talking about it for years now. It's coming. The stock market is just going to totally flatten out. It's coming. But the question is, will the crypto market explode before or after that actually begins? Now, what I believe is, it's going to start probably a little bit before this reset starts to happen. That's what I think. I mean, it'll give some people a chance to abandon fiat. But the thing is most people, they're not going to see. They know that most people, even though they see the market crashing, or they might see a crash or whatever, they're gonna still just say no. Everything's gonna be okay. It's coming back, and they're gonna hold on to that until they see riots in the streets. And then that's when they're going to want to get into crypto. By then, the prices are going to be astronomical, and we would have already been rich. So, and it's sad, but it's just, that's what I think. This guy became a millionaire on 60 BTC when it hit 20K. You can imagine XRP at 20K. Oh my God, man, that would be crazy. You're talking about straight up trillionaires right there. A whole bunch, like pretty much everybody. Well, I won't say everybody, but a lot of people will be trillionaires at that point. Later for shot. Let's see. Deepfakes, video and audio propaganda in the future will be scary. Bro, you know what? Have you, I know you guys have seen where they can put another person's face on your face. I mean, perfect example. You got Mike Tyson and Snoop Dogg sitting there talking. Mike Tyson was Oprah, and I don't know who Snoop Dogg was. I don't know who that woman was, but that was funny, man. And I mean, Snoop Dogg's face was so perfect on hers. It was crazy. Oh man, good times ahead. Remember hearing about that? Yeah, exactly, Mark. Exactly. I mean, but you don't hear. I mean, what information do we have on that now? What happened with it? I mean, and also on top of that, what about quantum computing? I'll have to. I think I might do a video on that. I was talking to somebody about that, and I did some research on. I've forgotten now, but they were talking about how the progression has been with the quantum computing. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. The power, it's just unbelievable. I mean, it's scary, unbelievable. And then how it actually works. Oh man. I'm still holding BTC ain't going away. Yeah, BTC ain't going away. No, that's not going. It said they can do it with voices now too. Yeah, they've been able to do voices since 9/11. I mean, I don't want to get into that, but yeah. You be sure to get you some rest. But we may be on the moon in the morning, man. Flat plane, that would be awesome. I'll tell you what. If that happened, I would literally be on the moon. That would be awesome. My understanding is that Cobalt has security features to protect against quantum attack. Oh, really? Eric? Okay. I'm gonna have to look into that. I mean, that stuff to me is really interesting. So, and CJ says, "Yep, quantum computing and CERN both go hand in hand." Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the quantum computing it didn't come into being until CERN was kind of worked out. So that was their baseline. All right, Bullwinkle, what's up, man? Hanging with Vincent Wilson tonight, going to our poker game. He told me to tell you all that 20,000 XRP would be life changing someday. Hey, man, appreciate that note. And hey, 20,000 XRP. I mean, with where XRP's going, you'll never. I mean, you and probably 3 generations behind you will never have to work ever again. Let's see, Matt. How long do you guys think until XRP goes parabolic? I'm doing a little swing trading. Be careful, man. Be careful. I'm selling my house in a few more weeks. I'm doing. Keith is selling. Kev, you selling the house to get some more crypto? You a hard man. You're a hard man. You do something like that. I thought about doing it myself, but my wife would probably, she'd probably make me go missing. The reason deep fake thing is out now is, let's see, be brave. The reason the deep fake thing is out now is because some powerful people are on tape doing things that would make us all sick. They will blame it. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. And guys, one thing that kind of gets swept under the rug is all the stuff that these people are doing with kids, the trafficking that's been happening. And I saw it was about 15 people that were arrested, maybe more, just recently, really recently. And I think somebody tweeted it out, but you don't see this stuff just out there. You have to be on some type of social media site, and then even then, it might get taken down. Let's see. I get it. Okay. Crypto V. I get it, but how does it go from $1 to $1,000 as an institutional tool? It seems it's going to be switched, not a pedal. Will there be a set base for it to work? So, Crypto V. I think. I definitely hear where you're coming from, man, and I do believe they are telling us, because the clearinghouse, the people over there were saying something about they want to turn it all on at once, and they're dealing with 2 to 5 trillion dollars in transactions per day. So they want to turn all that on, and obviously, I mean, they have to be talking about turning it on with XRP. There's no other crypto that's in that capacity right now. So let's see. When we moon, I want a Z06. Hey, Mr. Big Man, I'm with you on that. I want that new C8. Mandela effect. You know what? I don't know. The Mandela effect. That's interesting. I've kind of looked into it. It seemed more like it's kind of like the flat Earth thing. I mean, I'm sorry if anybody believes the Earth is flat. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. But I think it's more of a distraction. However, I don't know. To be honest with you, I really don't know. Crypto V, man, thank you tremendously for the $10 donation, man. As always, much appreciated. Definitely much appreciated. Palm just tweeted Bitcoin will become a reserve currency. Oh, Pomp, our butler says Pomp just tweeted out that Bitcoin will become a reserve currency. Yeah, Pomp's full of pump. That dude right there, I don't know if he's actually, I don't believe he actually believes in Bitcoin like that. He's a smart guy. He knows. These people are not dummies. They know. They know what's going on. God bless Vincent Wilson. I'm aiming for 25,000 XRP. Yeah, I hear you, man. Or 50, 55, 60. I have like 8 XRP addresses. I'm going back to them. Paper storage. Could you imagine? Let's see. So flat plane, yeah, I say that. I mean, I've been saying that for a while. I know flat plane says, I know XRP will become scarce one day, so I'm having mine no matter what. The government may try to confiscate them one day. Yeah, like gold. Yeah, very, very true. I think it's very possible that XRP will be really reserved for certain institutions or just for institutions. Foy, yeah, XRP, yeah, I believe it is built definitely for $10,000 for sure, man. Did anyone catch the cream Adam Schiff throwing in the deep fake stuff? Hella random with a few minutes left in time during C-SPAN a few months back. Hella obvious he's doing damage control. Yeah, man, that whole deep, the deep stuff, I'm going to tell you, it's like, it makes it obvious. There, you can see the ones that are on that side, for sure. Because they like that. They like destruction. They like, they'll applaud when some war, some type of conflict's about to take off. They want that. Mandela is BS. Get into gematria. Yeah. I'm gonna have to check the gematria out. And I have seen, be brave. Yeah, I have seen where a lot of that is very relevant. All right, let me see if I can catch up. Make sure I really activated too many important people talking about it, lining up, or activating all together at once. Yep, skiffles. Yep, that's what I keep hearing. Like DIA says he is secret XRP hodler. DIA says he. Huh. Who is DIA? Or Butler? Yeah, the C8. Yes, that thing's gonna be. It's gonna be fast. I mean, it was twisting its own frame. That's some power. Pomp is deceiving. He knows what the coin asset is. Yep, he knows. All of these, but when go, I mean, it's pretty obvious. A lot of these guys, look, I think actually McAfee told us. He told us the truth. He said that he was paid $100,000 per shill. Okay? So you'd have to imagine that if somebody's being paid to shill a coin, wouldn't someone get paid to FUD a coin. I mean, or I mean that's the reason why you had at one point every so often you get like this FUD attack on XRP, then it calms down, and it's always the same people that do this type of crap. But and then if you look at their accounts, obviously what they have a freaking 50,000, 100,000 followers. So okay. So yeah, DAI. I got you. Digital asset investor. Okay. Google Pedestre art collection. Enough said. Oh yeah, Pedestre. Yeah, his name should be Pedestre. And yeah, I see. See me. Enough said. Evening all. What's up, Rebels? Thanks for joining, man. Digital asset investor, they want us chasing the Bitcoin. Yep, they do want us chasing that Bitcoin. Absolutely. XRP, Pump has XRP. Yep, he's not dumb. See, agreed, dog. If someone will get paid to shill a coin, they will get paid to FUD one too. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Look, I mean, some things that I found out, just a few years ago, it really blew my mind, but I'm gonna tell you, there's just guys, there's just levels. There's just levels of craziness that you've never even considered before. It'll blow your mind, the angles that are thought up in these think tanks. It's unbelievable. Just think about it like this. What was it in the 60s? The reason why, I want to say, I'm thinking it was the 60s, might have been earlier. But the reason why they came out with, what was it? PCP was to try to take advantage of people and their possible psychic abilities. That's where, the what is it, staring at goats? All of that stuff right there was real. All of that was real. These guys were actually doing stuff like that. These were government projects where they were looking at how people can do the geez, man, every time I get in here, I'm all this stuff just leaves my head. Oh man, oh god, when you have people remote viewing, yes. So all of that stuff started around the same time. And they initially started using chemicals to try to enhance this type of stuff. Okay, that's where also DMT and all these different chemicals were used to try to enhance people so they can get, do all this stuff. Guys, it goes really deep. ESP, yep, there you go, yep. Extrasensory perception, yes. More all those creeps. Yeah, I agree. All the creeps. Yeah, this is classic. Boy said, hey, yeah, this is classic deception plan being executed flawlessly. The masses have taken the bait. Yep, absolutely. Mr. Big Band, the more they use XRP coin for liquidity, the higher the price will rise. Market cap will not determine price. Scarcity will. Absolutely. Man, that's very well said. And yeah, it's just like this kind of topic. It's not really one topic. It's actually several different things. They just all kind of converge. But to be honest with you, the way I look at it, and there's something I mentioned earlier today on that second video. You guys, we are the prey. We are the prey, right? And the problem that we as prey or that we have, because I'm talking in general, people just out in the world, we tend to focus on specific things, right? Without looking at the entire environment. So let me ask you a question. If there's a deer out in the forest, is that deer focusing on points as he looks around? Absolutely not. The reason why is because his eyes are on the sides of his head. He's making sure that he scans his whole environment all around him, right? Predators focus. Predators pick something out and they focus on that and they go get it. That's what we're basically subjected to. But we don't act like prey. That's the problem. And we need to be looking at everything. We need to look at the big picture. We need to look at all of these things that are going on so we can actually formulate or rather see what plan is being enacted against us. That's my vision on it. That's how I see it. We just need to really expand our scope so we're not taken by surprise. Because like I said, if a deer is acting like a predator, he's going to get eaten. And that's just the truth. That's just the absolute truth. CKJ said, damn, that was deep. Never thought about it like that. Yeah, bro. What's funny, man, I was thinking about that. I think it was earlier today. And it just kind of hit me. I'm like, because people don't look all around, it's so easy to be deceived. It's so very easy. And it's just, that just kind of came to me. Ian Hancock, do you think the banks will start to stockpile XRP or just use it for cross-border transactions for a short period? All right, so Ian, in my opinion, the banks, and this is something that Ripple, the lady, what's her name? The lady that got hired over from Swift, she was saying that the banks are not going to hold XRP, and they were concerned about that. They don't want to hold it. But this is the thing: you got custody, okay? You got companies or whatever. They will hold the coins for these institutions, so they don't have to hold it on their books. And that serves a couple different purposes. That allows the bank or whatever institution that actually owns the coins, that allows them to take advantage of the increase that comes. Because it's hard for me to, I'm going to be honest with you, it's hard for me to think that any bank, right, we'll just say a bank, that knows XRP is at 40 cents and they know it's going to go up. We'll just say, to $50. That is a huge profit gap. That's huge. So why wouldn't they want to take advantage of it? It just puzzles me to think. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. They may not care about it, but to me, it seems like a very good opportunity to, for something to be taken advantage of. But anyway, I could be wrong. Let's see. Rebel says, just check BitTrue. Got my 10,000 BTR. But the deposit address and ETH address is still not empty. It's still empty. When I check Etherscan, still got a little hope they will stick to their word. Yeah, I think Rebels. I think at this point, it's pretty safe to say that BitTrue they're coming through. They're coming through. I don't think they're gonna scam out. They're not acting like it at this point. It was seeming a little sketchy before, but I think now, I think it's pretty obvious they're gonna be all right. They better be, because I tell you what, I will go straight to Singapore and start kicking some Singaporean ass. I'll be honest with you. All right. Carl Lewis, why do most people only have one deer? Because one deer is affordable. But then you have one deer plus another deer, it just becomes two deer. I don't know what you're saying, man, but that's pretty funny. Oh man, Boom, you should be doing that in prison. CKJ Silver, head on a swivel, watch for it. Yep, watching for all types of shanks. You don't want to get shanked in the backside either. I think the target has changed. The banks don't want to hold Ripple. They're going to transact money through MoneyGram. That's definitely possible. Yeah, that's right. They were talking in this article right here. So Ripple SVP praises prominent MoneyGram partnership as global payment services use case. What is this SVP? What is that? SVP? What is that? Special vehicle processor? I don't know. Anyway, that's that could be possible. They may use MoneyGram. If they do, I mean, MoneyGram has what is over 200 clients or something, connection somewhere. Let's see. I think the target has changed. I already said that. Liquidity potential is already there with MoneyGram. Yeah, that's very true, man. They have a lot of connections. I mean, yeah, they're well connected. That's, you know, when they announced that, I was really shocked because, I mean, the only company that has more connections than MoneyGram is Western Union. That's it. Now pretty much everywhere Western Union is, MoneyGram's there too. I used to, and I mentioned this before, I used to send money to Zimbabwe. They used both. They had MoneyGram. MoneyGram was a lot cheaper. It was just that it was a little bit harder for them to get the money from MoneyGram. I think MoneyGram wasn't quite as liquid as Western Union was at that time. Now this was back in like what was that? 2008, 2000, up to 2010 maybe. And you know, I had some property over there. I was constantly having to send money. That was a pain in the ass. See, holding it via third party, the work around they can resist all done OTC. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Use MoneyGram. David Schwartz. Also, CKJ says, CK, damn, I'm sorry, CJ. CJ Highway says, David Schwartz also spoke about how the banks can use XRP through XRapid by MoneyGram as well. Okay, this way they never have to hold XRP but can still use it at the same time. It would be multi-hot. Okay, yeah, I remember him saying something about that. And, you know, I mean, it would, I don't know, I think I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens here because, you know, it's really, to be honest, it's like the way I see it is really early, and not that I don't think that you guys are correct at all. I mean that sounds feasible to me, but I don't know. I'm just kind of seeing how it's gonna turn out. This is just it's really interesting to me to see how see what happens with XRP because, you know, to me, if it's gonna hit some of the prices. Say being that it was built for $10,000, say that it hits that in the next 2 years, that is huge progress. It's not going to take 5 years for XRP to hit $10,000. I don't believe that at all. I think once this this reset happens, it's just going to start to skyrocket. That's what I think. I mean, I could be wrong. Shit. Falcon. Thanks for all you do. Hey man, I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Bitches and wallets. Might get to the point where all the monthly XRP that is out of escrow will be snatched up quickly. CKJ cellmate. Yeah, I think that for sure. And you know when Ripple said that they were going to stop selling as much. And then on top of that, with Libra coming out, and then the banks rushing Ripple, I think we're in for some very, very fun times. Let's see. We'll hold by the end of the year. Yeah, Brad already predicted banks will hold by the end of the year. You know, and that's Morris Prince. That's the one thing that always sticks in the back of my head. Brad said that the banks will be holding it. You know, that's the thing that always sticks back there. And, you know, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm just going to hold out and see what happens. Really, it's not going to be visible to us anyway. So it really doesn't matter. Our main concern, obviously, is we want to see the price action. So we just need Deutsche Bank to collapse and we'll all be rich. Yeah. Yeah. Deutsche Bank. That's right. Yeah. Let's see, Miss Friday. Arbella. Okay. Billion sounds like a lot, but it's yeah. Okay. So 100 billion sounds like a lot, but it's not when you take into account global use and the burn rate. Scarcity will be an issue at the time. Think about it like this. And I think I can't remember who actually said this, but if you break it down, there's only enough XRP. Well, okay, so for if you gave XRP to every person on the planet, was it 7 billion, somewhere around there? You're only talking about like, was it 13 XRP per person, something like that? So when you look at it like that, and you know that even if, we'll just say banks will not hold it at all, there will be companies and certain institutions that don't have to worry about holding XRP on their books, who are going to hold it. You're going to have millionaires who hold it, or by then billionaires. You're going to have a lot of people who actually are holding a lot of XRP. And as it's being released, and that was the what I think is the very smart thing that Ripple did, was to lock up that other half, so that can drive the price one day up once these banks start to, or these financial institutions really start to come after the coins. So Boeing says 100 billion is enough for everyone in the world. Yeah, okay, yeah. So we're talking about the same thing. Let's see. Bullwinkle has a lot of great information, guys. I'm going to tell you something. If you're, if you have any questions for him, you better hit him up. You're right, CKJ. So man, scratch your man. XRP will moon and will be utilized everywhere. This is a panning process. People will back out and invest elsewhere. Yeah, I thought they called the market makers to get away. Yeah, I don't know, man. The market make. Oh yeah. They did talk about a lot of stuff. I honestly didn't dig too deep into that, but yeah, there's a lot to this, a lot. Like I said though, most of this stuff we're not gonna see anyway. Did you see the XRP USDT trading volume on Binance? No, I didn't see that. All right. Is XRP coins? These XRP, Mr. Big Man, these XRP cones are selling out fast. Yep, for sure. Agreed. Oh man, banks have to hold the XRP is going to be a lot more scarce than we think. 100 billion is not enough. Exactly right. Next 12 months. It's critical, do or die for Ripple. They came forward in an aggressive way with MoneyGram, threw it down on other big players like JPM. Yep. Scarcity. I think Link became the new XRP in 2019. It went from 29 cents to 454. First 6 months this year is crazy. Dude, you know what's crazy? I didn't even hear about Link, man. I tell you, I kick myself every time I think about that. I feel bad for poor bastards who won't even be able to afford 20 XRP minimum needed for the wallet. Yeah, they'll likely lower that minimum, but even if they do, I think right now, I think right now Ripple is just kind of looking at it like, yeah, I mean it only, what is that? What is that? For $8, something like that. But I think if they keep it at $20, just think if it's $100, my God, that would be crazy. Nobody would be able to afford that. But I don't think they're going to keep it that high at all. I don't think they're going to keep it at 20. At least that's, now, you know what, let me retract that. That's what some people were saying, that it can be changed. It doesn't have to stay at 20. less than 5%, 0.505% of the planet invested in XRP, or even, yeah. Actually, Brandon, I think it might be less than that. Somebody, uh, mm, I was looking at someone's tweet and they said that it was like 0.002% of the population was actually invested in XRP. So are you absolutely sure about that, Brendan? That it's less than 0.05? I mean, well, either way, we're both right. When will Ledger S and X hold more types of crypto? I can't get my Excel. I'm trying to bet off. Yeah, you know what, man? You got now. I don't know. You know what? Atomic Wallet. You may have to use that. Flat plane, and it's a decent wallet. You can put it on your computer, and you got it. Also, you can put it on your phone. Another one for excuse me. Another one is the Toast wallet for XRP. Tron. I mean, there's the Tron wallet. That one is really good. Plus, you can vote with that one and earn free Tron on a daily basis. Yeah, Atomic Wallet has a phone wallet as well, a phone app. So yeah, there are different ways you can do it. Exodus is good too. They don't store it for you. They have yeah. Exodus is good too. Yeah. Is it still online? Yep, it's still online, but also it's an app. I have the app on my phone. I actually have the app. So, excuse me, guys. I don't know. Yesterday, like I said, I was cleaning out my garage, cleaning our back porch, and like tons of spider webs and all types of crap and dust and everything got in my throat, and I'm still kind of dealing with that. So bear with me. Okay, so. Where was I? Yeah, we talked about that. Damn, it does not want to hit 12,000. All right. Now let's take a run at Twitter here. Where is it? 10:05. Yeah. Drink some Robitussin, solved it. I might have to do that, man. But I don't feel sick. It's just what I do. I'm all about the natural remedies and whatnot. And I'm gonna tell you something, guys. If you do not have a silver water generator, you need to get one. All right. In fact, what I may do, I'm gonna have to get the link and put it in my description, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now, silver water will eradicate anything. If you're getting a cold, if you're getting a chest cold, head cold. If you anything, I mean, a couple weeks ago or a week ago or so, I was bitten by a spider on my leg. I took some silver water, put it on a cotton swab. I just put it on there overnight, and I mean, it took it from a 10 to like a 5 overnight, and I'm going to tell you, it has worked wonders for me. So essentially, 0.0014%. You know what? I'll put that silver water link. I'm gonna have to go find it. It's a little bit difficult, but the percentage, to be honest with you, I don't know. I do it like this. I heat the water up. I'll put it in a pot or a boiler. I'll put water in there. I'll boil the water. Put a jar of water in that and let it heat up, and then you put the silver electrodes in there. Connect it to the little box, and it actually, the hot water is actually able to accept more of the silver. It's not silver ions. I'll have to look at it. It's been a long time since I looked at it, but it actually turns the water kind of yellowish looking. That is the most potent silver water you can have, And I'm telling you, it doesn't taste great, but it will knock out anything that's going on with you. Big gains ahead. Yep, absolutely, Brandon. I believe it. Skibble says, insect bite, get cured from those. Electronic lighter jolt, zap it. You can buy them online. Oh, really? Okay, that's pretty cool, man. I'll have to check that out. It's like the electric chair for water. Yeah, that's it. CKJ cellmate. Yep. No. I'm sorry. This is Bullwinkle. My bad. Bullwinkle. Yeah, it's like it pretty much, man. But it, like I said, I mean, it works wonders, man. It works wonders. Apple cider vinegar too. Yeah, I do apple cider vinegar at night. I'll do actually like a half a teaspoon of baking soda at night. Actually, it helps me sleep. If you try it out, it'll totally knock you out. It makes you, when you first drink it though, it's gonna make you burp like crazy. And then in the morning, I'll drink the apple cider vinegar. So I kind of alternate. Aren't there side effects from silver water? So no. Okay. So if you use silver, well, I think it's like the salts. I think there's some type of silver salt or whatever. If you take too much of that, it can turn your skin blue. But that has nothing to do with the type of silver water I'm talking about. This is actual silver. It's not silver salts. So it's a pretty big difference. All right, sorry, we all want to listen to the good things about XRP. Can anyone say anything bad about it apart from the price of not moving? You know what? I want to get into that right there. Dan Crowell. So SBI CEO leaving. Wait a minute. What is that? I haven't seen that. SBI is. I mean, Catal is leaving. Excuse me. Yeah, this is the lady right here that I was talking about. She's the one that said they won't hold XRP. Bought 10 ounces of silver today. Hey, man. Yeah, Alchemist, yes, colloidal silver. Bentonite clay is good too. Oh, really? I've never heard of bentonite clay. I'll have to look into that, man. Skiffles, you want blue skin, man? You want to look like Papa Smurf? You get you some white hair. I would look like Papa Smurf, honestly. Sounds like fake news. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, CKJ, it does sound like fake news, honestly. I don't believe it because I don't believe it. Delatine, yes. Bullwinkle, yes. Delatine. That's who I was talking about earlier. And but yeah, she was saying that banks in this article right here, actually, I think she was saying that they wouldn't hold it. So I don't know. I mean, and like I said, it doesn't matter to us anyway. We'll never know. It's not like they're gonna report, yeah, we're holding XRP. I mean, we might be able to see it, but hey. Just chatted with Crypto Area. SBI seems to be on track still. Be brave. Okay, that's awesome, man. Yeah, she did say that it was still looking good. The last video that I watched of hers, she's, man, I tell you, Ari, man, I always look for her videos. I used to look for them like clockwork every morning. But yeah, she's definitely always putting out some good stuff. CBD oil, hemp seed oil is good stuff. I've heard that. I was just actually I was talking to some guys about that. I thought THC the THC was in there, and they were like, nah, it's not. So yeah, Ari does, man. Ari does. But I think she's in the sector though. I think she's a financial person, just like DAI. DAI was in the stock market, so. So our brother says SBI CEO Catal resigned as board member to Japan self-regulatory. Oh, okay. So he's still with SBI, but yeah. I don't see him going anywhere, at least not until this thing kicks off. Yeah, be brave. That's for that tidbit. Oh yeah, Bill Williams said thanks for that tidbit. Yeah, for sure. Be brave. That's good stuff, man. Thank you. Misquoted. So apologize. Dan Crowell, don't even worry about it, man. We make mistakes. It's all good, man. Don't even worry about it, bro. We are all trying out here, and we're all guessing on a daily basis. Skipples, I like listening to Susie Q's videos. She has financial background also. Yeah, she does. She's you talking about Susie out of Australia? Oh my God, that woman right there, man. She is something else. She will go straight ham on you in a minute. I know I bet you in person, because oh man, I can just imagine the mouth she has on her, because in some of her earlier videos, man, she would have me cracking up. Oh man. She goes straight to the throat. Yes, she does, man. She does not play. I bet she could. Woo! I bet she can make you just want to go and kick your own ass. She's funny, man. And the thing is, she comes off so sweet. Like, she's like, "Oh, hi, everyone. Make sure you take care of your cats and your dogs and your birds and all that shit. You know, just make sure everybody's good." And then she goes right in. I mean, F words, F bombs all over the place. I'm like, damn. I'm like, wait a minute now. You're supposed to love the cats and the kitties and the doggies. It's like, you freaking people. All right, guys. This has been, as usual, a lot of fun. Be kind to your pets. That's right. Yeah, that's what she says. Dan Crowell says, "Oh, I admit my mistakes. All right, just want SBI to launch soon, though. Nonetheless, yeah, man. I mean, hey, I look at it like this. I always take responsibility for anything I do or say wrong. I mean, at least I try to, and that's definitely a good attribute, man. So, hey, you're amongst friends, bro. We love you. It's all good." Be kind to your pets. Yeah, is it possible for Ripple one day to just start using another coin alongside XRP as a bridge? Actually, I don't know. Now, if anybody disagrees with this, totally understand. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like there's a desire to create a stable coin based on or backed by XRP. Now, does that sound wrong to anyone? Before I go any further, because I don't like the way my foot tastes. Okay, so that does not sound wrong. I mean, it to me it makes sense. It's kind of like, so we know XRP is highly valued. All right, they're not trying to make it seem like it's highly valued, but believe me, it's highly valued, and we know that, right? So, and as we move on, it's only going to get more valuable. Now, the fact that XRP is primarily going to be used by institutions, we know this because that's all they talk about. Every context that XRP is talked about in, it's always regarding institutional usage. Always. It's never talked about, as far as people transacting between each other. Now, we talk about that, but the people that are, that we're looking at, that are making the regulations that are with Ripple and all this other, they're not talking about that. Yeah, we got the tip bot and all that, but how easy would that be to replace with a stable coin or something, with some type of coin that's backed by XRP? I can see where possibly one day you won't be able to buy XRP. And every time XRP is sold, like when we sell it, it'll never show back up on the exchange. It'll always go to some institution or go into the pool where it's needed. Okay? Because if we have, I mean, shit, if we have $500 trillion, not 500, yeah, $500 trillion being transacted on a daily basis, and the majority of that is going through XRP, they're gonna need a lot of XRP, because a lot of it is also going to be sitting in these pools to be pulled from. So, I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Isn't USDX still a thing? Yes, it is. USDX. That is what I'm talking about. There will be no need for a stable coin pegged to XRP. XRP is the standard. Well, Skiffles, yes, XRP is the standard for sure. But as far as that's kind of a tricky thing to comment on, because it's not that it's not needed. It's just that XRP won't be available. If all the institutions, if XRP is being hoarded up, because remember, the exchanges are the liquidity providers, at least as far as they've been talking about. Now, if we sell XRP, the exchange is just going to hold it. They're not going to allow. They're just going to say the XRP reserves are unavailable or something like that, and you cannot buy it. That's what I think is going to end up happening. It's confusing. Our brother says it's confusing though, because there is also another USDX. Yeah, and you know what? That's something I did see as well. CKJ selling XRP if you do USDX won't negatively affect the either. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, or it's not supposed to. XRP is the end game. Yeah, I think and I mean, this is pure speculation. But if we ever go to just a strict digital currency, it will be a stable coin as far as like what we transact on a daily basis. Not saying that you won't be able to use other coins, but if there's like a kind of like a fiat, it will be some type of stable coin. Say I have to buy XRP every day to get my fix. I feel you, man. I feel you. Let's see. You can collateralize. Bullwinkle says you can collateralize your XRP with USDX later when they roll it out. Yeah, and actually, So I think Nexo is gonna start allowing you to take loans out. See, and that's the thing. There are so many things that are being worked on right now. It's gonna blow out. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna blow our minds. What's gonna happen over the next year? This time next year, it's gonna be a totally different world. We're gonna see it. We're gonna look back on this and just marvel at ourselves and like, man, we didn't know anything. All this other stuff. I mean, think about a year ago. Think about a year ago from now. What we didn't know, what was going on at that time. This was even before XRapid went live. It's going to be even crazier. See, better than fiat backed. Yep, it is, Morris Prince. Absolutely. Skibbles, I'm probably wrong. I learn something every day. It all could be something completely different. These people are smart as hell. We're dealing with. Yeah, Skiffles, the thing is, what we have to remember is they are always going to figure out ways to make money off of us. They're going to always get rich off of us and make us poor, or at the very least, indenture us. Okay? That's the main thing. They always want us working. It's like you're trying to fill up a bucket with holes in it. You might get a little bit in there, but you'll never fill it up. And that's essentially what everybody's doing on a daily basis. Now, there are very few people who don't have to do that, because guess what? The amount of money that they have in their investments, the interest that they get paid on that is 1,000 times more than your highest paid working individual. So that's the thing. When you have that bucket, I'll say this: everybody has the same bucket. We all have the same amount of holes in our bucket. Okay, You just have some people that's using one of those little plastic shovels, is filling it up, and then you got somebody that has a backhoe that's dumping dirt in it. You know, that's just essentially what we're dealing with. You know, so if you're going to work every day, you might make, say you make $100,000 a year. You know, you're having a good fill rate, a decent fill rate. But as soon as, you know, that those funds stop coming or something happens, then there's a problem. Let's see. I'm probably Rebels, BTC, USD, volume on Binance. Okay, man. BTCs. Then does this make sense? Exchanges will let the price grow until it self-stabilizes. The gain by the increased transaction effect. Matter. Shut up. I send the profits for takes our people. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to go through here and really pick out more questions. All right, so Eric is asking, a year from now, I want to be saying that Mr. Freecoiner really knew his shit. Hey, man, I want to be saying that too. I definitely want to be saying that too. But, you know, like I always say, you know, I just, I'm like that deer that drank a whole, you know, a whole 6-pack of Red Bull, right? When I go out in the woods, I'm looking at everything. You know, you're gonna think I'm on crack. Like, I'm just looking. All the other deer looking at me like, what the hell's wrong with him? I'm wired up. I'm always looking at everything. Every time I see something, everything that comes out, I'm trying to think, okay, so how can that be used to, you know, mislead me? You know, I mean, I'm always thinking in that type of angle or whatever. You know, there's always a catch. There's always a catch to everything. Okay. Some of these exchange fees too high. Yep. You'll say that by end of year, Eric Kistler. Yeah, Bullwinkle. Yeah, he's right. I'm giving it a year, but yeah, from what I've heard, it's gonna be crazy. Just by the end of the year, it's gonna be crazy. I'm just trying not to go, you know, too much into that. Somebody sent me a message on one of my on one of the streams. Is like, you said you would cash out at $1, and well, you said that you believe XRP is going to be at $20 by the end of summer, but now you're saying you'd cash out at $1. I'm like, dude, I can cash out whenever I want. You know, I'm not obligated to do anything. You know, if I decide, hey, I want to take $1,000, I can do it. That doesn't mean that I don't believe it's not going to hit $25 by the end of summer, at least. You know, I mean, I'm just people, man. People are funny. What's going on in the year? We will be. Oh, Bullwinkle said. Okay, so Dan Crowell says, "What's going on in the year?" Bullwinkle's like, "We'll be well off by year end," and ain't that the truth? Reset will be well underway. Yep. That reset is happening, guys. Yeah, the reset's happening, and look, Trump is the centerpiece. You gotta look at Trump. You gotta look at QAnon, all that stuff. It's very relevant, and they all kind of tie in together. Well off in predictions or moonshot. No, this is gonna be real, man. Dan Crowell, it's gonna be real. Yeah, it's gonna be real. I'll say that. CKJ Selma XRE will grow even more over the next 3 to 5 years. I think most sell way too early. Nothing wrong. And CKJ Selma, yeah, it's gonna continue growing for 3 to 5 years, but it's not gonna take that long to reach those astronomical prices. Reason that is because, so you gotta understand, with this reset, everything is gonna go from, like, we're over here right now and we're doing fiat. Do you know that banks are still not, you know, there's only like 20, like they said, 20, little over 20 institutions that are actually using XRapid. So right now, if you were to go to the bank or try to cash out, on Coinbase, it doesn't happen instantly. The reason why is because they're still using that old system for the most part. Okay, now when they're doing remittances between, with other companies, it may be a little bit different. They may be able to use that X Rapid, but when you're cashing out, they're not using XRP. They're not using it where, boom, it's there in your account. Wait till that starts happening. Wait until they start doing this on every transaction that goes across, goes from one institution to another. It's gonna be crazy. Let's see. Highly doubt reset end of year. Dan Crowell, no, it'll be before that. Dan Crowell, it is it's before that. I think I'm behind. Let me see here. Let's see. Dan Crowell, I don't think so personally. So maybe economic reset. Looks like you didn't have it during Trump's second term. Yeah, I'm calling it now. Dan, you may be right. Then again, I may be right. Tomorrow could be the day. Look, so it's like this. All in all, reset could happen in 2020. Absolutely. Thing is, if the reset happens before 2020, Trump is absolutely in office. Okay? I think Trump is going to be in office either way. And main reason why is because, there's other stuff going on that I follow. And according to what these people are saying, everything that's going on right now, I'll give you an example. I'll give you guys an example. Okay? So when Trump, when apparently, they thought Iran when they said Iran shot down a drone, okay? Trump was like, yeah, we're going to do a strike. Well, guess what? Trump never actually planned on doing that. That was, he was baiting at that point. So there are, there are two opposing groups going on, right now. Trump is a part of the group that is taking power, who hadn't been in power. So he was baiting certain individuals. They showed their colors, and then he retracted that. These things happen for a reason. And if you follow this stuff, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Tomorrow could be a day. It's imminent. Only knows. I look forward to whatever outcome awaits. Yep. Yeah, we'll find out for sure. No legitimate threat on Democratic side. I can't help it. Tomorrow's parade isn't just good excuse to get the military into D.C. to take down cabal and kickstart the complete reset. You never know. Skittles for all we know. The Georgia Guidestones are right, and we're all wiped out anyways. There's a reset. Yeah. But I think they said those Guidestones were taken down. CKJ Cellmate, he forced him out into the light. Yep, he did. He tricked them. And they fell for it. They went for the bait, and they showed themselves. So yeah, it's just really really interesting stuff, guys. Really interesting stuff. Anyway, we have been going at this for a while. It was at an hour and 30 minutes now, it looks like. Any last minute questions or anything like that, or quick topics or anything? I know we didn't absolutely go over all XRP, but you guys know how I feel about that. I am not an all XRP type of person. I love XRP. Hey, I enjoy XRP. I love the fact that I've been given the opportunity to buy, all the way down when it was 24 cents and whatever. I love that, and I'm glad all of you guys are a part of it. The whole community, has been, for the most part, great. But I like talking about other stuff because the world is comprised of a lot of different things. And hey, we should all, like I said, be that deer that is looking around and taking in the entire environment. Rebel CMT up 100%. I keep missing trains, bedtime, not all. Hey, Rebels, get some sleep, man. Skiffles, let's get XRP giveaway going with some XRP tips. I'd like to see your channel get more exposure. You got some awesome insight. Skiffles, I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. I'm not one to, really try to. I'm kind of bad about self promotion. I know I need to do more of it. I just, don't, honestly. 24 cents. Damn, I have love to buy that. Yeah, and you know what's funny, man? What is funny, and is CJ, if you're still there, I did a video back. It was last year, right before it went to 24 cents. Accidentally, but I called it. I said that it was going to go. I felt like it was going to go down to 20, 24, 25 cents. And I think it was the very next day or like a couple days later, boom, it hit it. So, yes, thank you, Bullwinkle. CKJ says, yep, I'm here. I remember that you called it, right? Yeah, man. And that was, I'll tell you, honestly, it wasn't something I was really thinking about. I'm like looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I feel like it's going to keep going down. But anyway, guys, man, I tell you, I'm glad I did the live stream. Every time I do I do this, it reminds me of, just how awesome it is to see what all of you guys are thinking and just all the input. That just blows my mind. I can't tell you guys how much I absolutely enjoy it. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Bullwinkle. 4 cones a dollar. Yep, $4. That's what everybody kept saying. $4. Yep. Most of my XRP was between 25 and 30. Yeah. Thanks, CKJ Selman. Yep. Yeah, no problem, man. I enjoy it. I really do. When I first started buying, I bought it 45 cents. So, and I bought all the way down and all the way up and all that. So it's all good. So anyway, guys, enjoy your 4th of July. Take care of yourselves, guys. Don't get out there and get yourselves hurt. Back when I was younger, people were getting hurt with fireworks and all that stuff. So if you're going to do that, make sure you take very good care of yourselves and your loved ones. So, nobody gets hurt. Go out to the parks and all that stuff. Just make sure that you're in a safe area and you're not too close to the fireworks. Sometimes, even back where I'm from, there were some people, I think some people lost their lives because something went wrong with the fireworks display and it exploded and caused some injuries. So just be aware of what's going on around you guys. Outside of that, have a great night, guys. Take care of yourselves and God bless.